All right, everybody, we're being joined now by Coach Swinney. As always, we'll let him open with some introductory comments before we open it for questions. Coach.
All right, really don't have anything, so fire away. We'll take the questions and ready to roll.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. You said Sunday night that it looked like Jake Venables had a pretty good hamstring pull. Is he going to be out Saturday?
He's going to be probably game time decision.
Okay. And you will have Nolan Turner back. I saw him coaching up Makuba and the other safeties on the sideline on Saturday. How valuable has he been as kind of an extra coach on the sideline?
Oh man, Nolan's been amazing since he decided to come back in January. I mean, he's been teaching those guys. That's one of the reasons that Makuba has really done so well. He came in January and shows you how smart he is. He went and got to know Nolan Turner quick, and man, he spent tons of time with Nolan because players can teach each other as much as they want. Man, Makuba couldn't get enough, and Nolan has been an incredible asset and teacher for all those guys. But we're super excited to get him back, and I know he's excited to go play. And he hasn't played a couple games. He's mentally incredibly sharp. But he missed the scrimmages, and he obviously hadn't played these first couple of weeks. But he's played about 2,300 snaps in his career, so I think it'll come back to him pretty quick.
Dabo, this is Larry Williams. How would you assess sort of where y'all are now and moving forward with the sort of horizontal threat, that Amari-type presence that can really make defenses honor that part of the offense and open things up elsewhere?
And we got this is as good a group as we've had since I've been here. There ain't nothing we don't have, nothing we don't have the ability to do. We just gotta, we had one game where we didn't play very well and never got any rhythm. Had a game last week where we really did whatever we wanted to do. And so the key is just keep growing, keep getting better, keep improving. And, we're 2 games, but there's not anything we lack when it comes to our ability to attack people. Not with this group, that's for sure. We just got to go do it. We've got to be consistent.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor again. You said you wanted to see the film and you were excited to see how Trey Williams did. He played about the same number of snaps as Brzee and Tyler Davis, had a tackle for loss. How did he grade?
Did good. Got better. Still not quite where Rook and Brzee and Tyler are, but from just a precision in his execution. But he did just fine, man. This kid's playing for the first time, and just gonna keep getting better. Just better and better and better. Like I said the other day, there's no greater teacher than experience. And when you have guys like we have, our team, we got our entire team. They love ball. They care. It's a very coachable team. And, when you've got that and guys that really love to prepare and take a lot of pride in their performance, take ownership in it, then you're going to get better because they're going to learn and they're going to grow through their experience. And Trey's one of those guys.
Hey, Coach, Lawton Swan with Clemson Sports Talk. I know in the past you guys have taken trips out and seen programs, and certainly you probably had some programs coming in to see what you guys have built. But this past offseason, were there any trips, that some of your coaching staff went on to look at any other programs or anything to that nature?
They didn't go anywhere, but we had a lot of meetings with a lot of different groups. We had some people come in here, but as far as we did not go anywhere. But nowadays you don't have to go anywhere to go anywhere. It's
right.
Pretty. None of y'all are here, but I'm talking to you. So we're always learning from other people and always willing to meet with others. And that's how you stay sharp and keep learning, keep growing.
Coach, it's Trevor again. Georgia Tech, second fewest penalty yards allowed in the country through 2 games. Last year, they were 119th. Is that a pretty good indicator of their experience and their buy-in to this coaching staff?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, I'm sure that for them and their quality control and self-evaluation, that's probably was one of the number one things is, you know, hey guys, we got to stop beating ourselves. You know, we're whatever you said, 100 and whatever penalties. You know, here's an area that we got to improve, and if we can improve in that area, we're going to improve as a team. So I'm sure that was a very clear message and emphasis for them, no doubt. Any good coach is going to evaluate and really attack what you didn't do well, especially, you know, things that you know, help beat yourself. You know, it's hard enough to win, but when you are having to overcome your own just mistakes, it makes it even harder. And so I don't think there's any question. I said that the other day. I mean, you can tell watching on tape that you know they have made a leap forward in their execution, their belief, their buy-in. You know what they're trying to do recruiting wise. So I'm sure absolutely they're probably tickled to death after 2 games that they're light years ahead of where they were last year in that category, because that could be the difference in a few wins.
Hey, Coach, it's David Hood. This is an older football team, as you've mentioned. You know, one of your older squads, but so young offensively. Are you starting to see the progression that you want to see in practice? I mean, comparing maybe, you know, Tuesday and Wednesday of this week to Tuesday and Wednesday of Georgia. Can you tell a difference and that guys are starting to get more comfortable?
Oh yeah, there's no question. You know, and that's what you want to see, just steady improvement. And, you know, we're here at practice every day, and man, I'm so pleased with how these guys are competing, how they're working. Last week was a great week of practice. They've come right back to work. I was literally just telling the team that after practice, and man, that's how it's supposed to look. Like how we practice. That's what great teams get better. You know, great teams don't play their best football at the beginning of the year. Great teams get better, and that's what, you know, we're doing. We're going to continue to grow through, you know, our experience. But man, this team's getting better. And I see it in practice. We had a great practice, and yeah, we're much more of a veteran group defensively. But you know, if these guys have a practice like they had today, a lot of competitive work, and you hold your own against this defense, man, hopefully that will just continue to grow your confidence, you know, for game day. So really appreciate the focus of these guys, the buy-in. Again, the energy has been incredibly consistent. I really don't have to. I mean, there's been years I have to crank it up. But these guys have been incredibly self-motivated, and again, I think that's a sign of good things to come from this group.
Dabo, this is Matt. When you see that improvement and talk about that improvement, is there any area in particular that you've been pleased with? I mean, I know the defense has been great, but just as far as seeing the improvement, any area offensively you've been pleased with in particular?
Execution, you know, just cleaning up mistakes, you know, growing from and learning from mistakes that we've had, not making the same mistakes, just keeping the improvement going. You know, I wish we could be the, you know, best version of ourselves today. You know, like, but hopefully, I wish I could do that, but that's not how this game works. You know, especially when you got a bunch of guys that are learning. I mean, we've got a true sophomore getting his first starts. We've got a true freshman left guard. We've got, you know, some backs that are learning to play. We got a new quarterback. I mean, there's a lot of new things on that offensive side, but incredibly talented and tough and incredibly prideful in their performance and very self-aware of, you know, where they are and what they got to do to get better. And they have the willingness to do that. So just getting better every day and understanding the bigger picture, the details, and being crisper in our execution and just seeing the confidence grow.
That was Larry again. How would you rate Shipley's feel as a zone runner, especially for a freshman?
Exceptional. I mean, he can run any He can run the counter, power, zone, inside zone, outside zone. He's got a great feel for really everything. Really not anything he doesn't have a great feel for at this stage. He's going to get better and better, but there's really nothing that he doesn't have a good feel for.
Take one or two more for Coach.
Dabo, this is Matt again. Just talking with him, talking with Marcus Tate, talking with Bo Collins. It seems like this freshman class is just really mature, maybe the right word. I guess what do you think of that group and kind of their makeup, not only as football players, but as people?
I think it's great to be a coach at Clemson. That's what I think, because last year's freshman class and this year's freshman class, special group of people. And the mature is the exact word. And that's exactly what we've seen. I mean, Shipley, Maffa, all those kids, all those mid-years that came in here. I mean, Barrett, Jeremiah, Makuba. I mean, we just have an incredibly mature group of guys. Will Taylor, Marcus, you can go on and on and on. Brenning Stool is going to be a elite tight end for us. But they just all have a level of maturity that's rare for 18-year-olds, and so it's super exciting. And again, that goes on top of last year's group. And as I've said a couple of times, we really kind of have two freshman groups that are really getting their first college experience. Nobody went to class, nobody was on campus, nobody's at games. We played in a bunch of empty stadiums, and so but those two groups combined, and they're gonna be a special group as they go through their careers here.
We'll take one more. All right. Nobody has anything. We'll wrap up. Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thanks,
See ya.
Coach.